I'm so glad that you all can tune in into the show. I'm your host, Ashley Copeland, and today on the show, we have the talented and ever so handsome Mr. Daryl Forges. Daryl, who is a senior at the University of West Georgia, is an aspiring broadcast journalist. Today, we will talk to him about his future career in broadcast, as well as his experiences thus far in his career. Ladies and gentlemen, I introduce to you Mr. Daryl Forges.
Hey.
Daryl, it's so good to see you.
How you doing?
Thank you.
It's good to
Doing
see you again.
good.
Good to
So
see
glad
you.
that you can make time out of your busy schedule to come and talk to us.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate
It's
it.
always a
Thank
pleasure.
you so much. Thank you.
All right, so let's get down into this interview.
Yes.
So you're a Louisiana native.
Yes.
You graduated from Whitewater High School.
Go Wildcats. Yes.
Yes. So tell us about your journey here at West Georgia. How did you get here?
Man, well, I graduated from Whitewater High School in 2009 and came here fall of '09, and I saw some posters and stuff like that saying that they're having anchor auditions here. So I came in. I was a little nervous. There was a lot of people that tried out, and I came in, did my thing, and ever since then, the rest has pretty much been history. So, yeah. So I've been here for seems like forever. So
But that's a good forever. You're starting here. So you started here in 2009.
2009. Yes.
Okay, so you're graduating
Yes.
soon.
Yes.
The spring, right?
Let's hope. Yeah, I'm just kidding. Yeah, we're graduating
Of course
in the spring.
you will. Have some hope there.
We're graduating in the spring.
Okay,
yes.
so you're graduating this spring. So tell us about the point from when you got here to now. What has it been like for you?
It's been a crazy journey. I've matured in so many different ways. I looked at a few weeks ago. I looked at some of the old newscasts I did back when I was a freshman, and wearing these big blazers and glasses were messed up and talked like I was still going through puberty. And now going up till now, it's crazy how much I've changed from then to now. It's been a crazy journey. Learning from the teachers, Ms. Barnes, other teachers here at West Georgia. That's helped me out a whole lot. And the journey, it's really made me truly become a man. I've really left here a man, and I feel a lot more independent than I was when I first came here.
All right. So if we could talk about your experiences here at the university, because you're everywhere. You do so much on campus, and that's why we say it's hard to find Daryl on campus.
On posters, maybe.
And posters, definitely. So you're involved with the radio station, the Wolf Internet Radio.
Yes.
You're also involved with UTV 13. You've also written a couple of articles for the West Georgian.
Yes.
And
Thank you, by the way.
Yes,
Thank
of
you.
course. But tell us a little bit about your experiences with each of those. How has that helped your career?
Man, I can go on and on each specific one, but of course, for the past couple summers, I've interned at WXIA and WSB, and for WXIA, they helped me a lot for UTV 13, and then this past summer, interning at WSB TV and radio. That's really helped me a lot with the Wolf Internet Radio and here as well, and it's really helped me when it comes to making things as professionally made as I possibly can make it. So it's helped me out in a lot of ways, the things I've done. And I mean, for the Wolf, I've opened up a lot of doors for students. I've really helped out a lot of students. I've really done a lot of great things for myself. For UTV 13, I can't tell you, there's so many things this place has done for me. And hopefully, if I'm blessed to make it, I'll give back somehow.
Of course you will. Of
somehow.
course you will. Of course, of course. But as far as you giving, you're also involved in a mentorship program back
Yes.
at home. Tell us a little about that program.
Yes, well, I'm in a mentorship program. It's nothing really big. It's just a small mentorship program for young African American males.
Okay.
And I believe it's something I've been my parents have told me since I was a baby, is that as African American male, you're already gonna have two strikes against you, and you have to make sure that you don't fall in that stereotype of how African American men are and things like that. So I worked really hard to the reason why people ask me, okay, what's your key behind being a successful African American male, and I say to not follow the stereotype, go against the stereotype. And that's what I want to try to do with this mentorship program. There's a couple students I mentor back at home, and I tell them, hey, how's classes going? How's even relationships going? Because you don't want them to fall into that trap that so many African American males before us and currently that are going through it now are going through. And my biggest thing is I want to tell them, hey, be successful, whatever your version of success is, and aim high and pass it on to the next mentee or the next when you have kids in the future. So that's something I try to do, is just pay it forward constantly. So.
Definitely good advice. Definitely good advice.
Yes, especially with my mentor. You know, you have a crush on my mentor, Marco Morgan.
I do.
Who's
who's
a news anchor for WXA.
Marco's
Yeah,
great.
Yeah,
great,
he's a really
great
good guy. So absolutely.
Great guy. Okay, now as far as your plans in the future, what is Daryl Forges doing after he graduates in April?
That is a great question. That's a great question. As of right now, I'm getting my demo reels together, trying to get everything in place for when when January hits, and even March. I'm gonna start applying for jobs then. Hopefully we get something lined up before I graduate. That's the plan. I want to get something lined up before graduation. I told my parents, I said, my goal is to not live home for when I graduate. I don't want to go home when I graduate. I want to go straight to the job of my choice. Okay. So that's what the future plans are as of right now.
Okay.
So we'll see how it goes.
Okay, so as you're exiting, you're leaving in April, you're leaving the University of West Georgia, what advice would you give to current mass comm majors that are heading towards graduation? What advice would you give them?
I would say get involved and stay committed.
Okay.
You know as well as anyone else, the biggest thing for the mass communications department that people in this department, stay active and stay in it. If you mess up your freshman year, sophomore year when it comes to UTV 13, the West Georgia, and the Wolf, that's your time to make those mistakes. But when you're a junior and a senior, you've learned from those mistakes and you've grown, and that makes you a better person. So if you were a terrible writer, you were terrible in front of the camera your freshman, sophomore year, which I've seen my stuff, I was bad. And then you go to your junior or senior year and you've done some great work. The biggest thing I tell them is stay active constantly. Do what you got to do. Get involved in West Georgia. Get involved somewhere and stay committed. Some people, they come to UTV 13, they come to the West Georgia and other places, and they don't stay there very long. They stay there for about a couple weeks maybe, and they leave. So I say stay committed, because those relationships that you're going to establish, the continuity that you're going to establish, and the things you're going to learn, it's priceless. And West Georgia, out of a lot of schools, I mean, University of Georgia is a great school, don't get me wrong. It's a great school, of course. It shows through statistics. But at University of Georgia, you can't really get involved in the Grady School of Mass Communications until you're a junior or senior. But at West Georgia, you can get involved in that as a freshman. And this university has a lot of great resources, but people don't really use them. So I'd say use as many resources as you possibly can. Use them, because at the end of the day, you don't want to leave, you don't want to graduate, and then when you graduate, just tell yourself, man, I wish I did this earlier. You just don't want to leave here telling yourself that. So that's a couple things I'll tell people.
Definitely solid advice for our viewers back at home. Seem like a fine young man. You've got a very, very good career ahead of you. I thank you so much for coming out.
Thank you
and
so
can
much.
our viewers follow you on Twitter, Facebook? Are you into all that social media
Yes,
stuff?
I know a lot of people say, follow me at the crazy one. No, you follow me at Daryl Forges, DARRYL, Forges, FORGES. Follow me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. I don't really say a whole lot on Twitter. I might just give you the latest news that's going on.
Definitely.
But that's pretty much it. So if you want to follow me, go ahead and follow me.
All right. Well, you guys have heard it first here. Thank you for tuning into the show today, and I look forward to seeing you guys on tomorrow. We have a very special guest, and you guys will find out tomorrow as you tune in. Thanks, and have a great day.